help us. Cat has already put things in it. Oh, okay. Hey everybody, Dr. Giggles in the house. I know it's strange, 1 o'clock in the afternoon, and we are doing a grow show. And I'd like to thank everybody that comes. Anybody that's watching, please do me a favor and click that share button. Let's get everybody going, rocking, hanging out, because I know this is a weird time with everything going on and people are bored. And I figured, well, I'm sitting home. Why not? Why not do this? Why not do this? So what we're going to be doing is tomorrow we're going to do the grow show at normal time, 7 o'clock. Well, that's not normal time, but 7 o'clock. Yeah, it's also a Tuesday, but 7. I've talked to a bunch of people that are like, hey, I can't watch it because I'm still working, even if they're at home. And I get that. And I'm trying to make sure that we can you're not going to make everybody happy. And I know that. And I'm just trying to be as accommodating as possible. Lindsay, later on tonight, let's test out Open RCT2. Later on after this sometime, evening or something like that, we can test that. I would like to do that. So before we get into any news, get into anything, I'm just going to, we released a video today talking about what we're going to do during this time when everybody's stuck. I know the kids, I know my kids are doing distance learning until April 30th, at least the minimum, and I think it's going to go a little bit longer than that. I'd be surprised if any kid goes back to their actual school this year. I honestly don't think any kid, they're just going to do this. But what we're going to be doing here is I'm going to be working on more articles, more videos and stuff. Things are going to be a little bit slow on the SFNEOnline front with videos and stuff this week. And I'm going to tell you why. I'm going to be cranking out the Fairtown movie to try my best. I can't guarantee it yet, but I'm going to try to get the Fairtown movie that we recorded. We filmed it in November when we did it last year. And I'm about almost 40 minutes into it, editing. Not totally edited, but what I did was I laid out all of my camera that I had. And then I'd start laying out other cameras so I can get the different angles. Hey, Brandon, have fun at work. I can't believe you're still open. You're probably, you work at Family Dollar or something. You're considered essential. So again, we're gonna try and get that out, and when we do, I have to look. I haven't checked that email in a few days. I don't even know when you sent that, but I will check that article out, and if we do, we'll get it up there. I gotta figure out how to get you the access, and I think I gotta make her a username to be able to just sign in. That's the next thing I gotta work on to do that. So beyond that, I'll work on that as well. So I'm going to try and start working on articles. Anybody out there that wants to write a, an article, based on theme, whatever it is. And if you want to hit me up, let me know what your ideas are. I know Lindsay's been writing some, on and off, writes great articles. So I have no problem with that. But if anybody wants to, this is really the time. If you're at home and you're stuck and you don't have anything to do, and you just want to contribute, everybody gets credit. I'm not a thief. I'm not stealing it for the benefit of me. Yeah, I haven't checked it. On the 19th. I need to figure out a way to get notifications or something. I have, when I go on my phone and I look up, when I go to my email, I could just click, I think. I don't remember. Okay, that's how I could do it. Let me see. I'm looking at the email right now. And there it is. Yep, on the 19th. All right, so we'll work on that. But anyway, so we're gonna be making videos and stuff. I got a whole list of stuff on the board on this notebook, and then as all the people have given me ideas, we're gonna work on that. The main goal is I'm going to do the Grow Show every Monday through Friday. On the weekends, I'm not releasing any videos. I'm not doing any Grove shows. I'm not even gonna do any like Planet Coaster or anything like that. I'm just this is mainly just to kind of keep everybody from going insane. That's what this is about. This is to keep everybody from going insane, because I've been talking to people and people are going crazy. You know, like, I get it. This is something new for everybody. And I get that. And, you know, and what I want to do is I just want to, you know, in the short term while we're going through this, it's a conversation. It doesn't matter if this Grow Show ends up talking about a TV show or a movie or anything. I know this is weird times, and there's not a ton of theme park news coming out because they're all shut down. There's nothing we can do about it. So I figure as what I call an exercise in life, I want to be able to do this, to do health checks on people, to make sure that you guys are okay. I'm okay. You know what I'm saying? Like, mentally, yeah, sometimes I get snappy. And trust me, I've been snappy at my kids. I've been snappy at Jessica. It's not their fault. It's just, and everybody's thankfully understanding. This is unprecedented for anybody. For anybody. Hey, what's up, Eli? Yeah, this is unprecedented. This is something. Hey, what's up, Jason? This is something that most people have never had to deal with in our entire life. Nothing. Everything's shut down. I mean, I just came, before the show, I came back from Best Buy. You can't even go in Best Buy. You have to, I had pre-ordered the Star Wars 4K 9 movie 27 disc set what is it, January or December or whenever the hell it was that you could what do you call it? You could pre-order it, and I did. And you had inside it says, "Oh, it's ready for pickup." And then when you get there, you click this button in that email, and then you tell them what your vehicle is and where you parked. They come out and they bring it. I rolled the window down on my passenger seat. They dropped it in. I showed them the code, that number that they gave, and off I went. I didn't even go in. I was kind of a little bummed because I wanted to kind of walk around for a few, and maybe there was something I wanted to buy, and I don't know. Regardless of that, that's how life is. So at least I have that to watch. Oh, and if you guys haven't watched yet, watch the Tiger King. That's a badass dude. Badass dude, let me tell you. I was screaming and running around, free the Lion King. I mean, the Tiger King, that thing is badass. That was a crazy Netflix show. If you haven't watched it, I don't know, 6 episodes or something. I binged the whole thing last night. I watched it all. I was like, damn, this thing's crazy. So if you haven't watched it and you want to see something crazy, I mean, it's not for kids, but it was crazy and it's worth the watch. I was like, whoa. I was watching the Joe Rogan podcast, yeah, with Bert Kreischer. If you don't know who Bert Kreischer is, he was Bert the Conqueror. You know, he's Bert the Conqueror on Travel Channel. And if you watched the first season, you'd have seen me on the Six Flags New England episode with Catapult. That's my 15 seconds of fame, and it was pretty cool. And I do have a story time on this channel about that, and it was pretty cool. That was 2010. Matter of fact, it was on our way home from CoastaCon. Like, we left CoastaCon a little early so we could get back in time to do the filming at like 6 o'clock in the morning. We only slept for like an hour. That was a crazy day, but it was still cool. We probably looked all cracked out or something because we didn't have it, but that was a cool. I don't know how many of you remember when Bert the Conqueror did Six Flags. I mean, he's done it a couple times, but I know he did it. There was 2 days of filming. The first day was like a Saturday was Catapult. Sunday was Superman. It was crazy. You know, do the shooting and riding it and, you know, being interviewed. And I wish I really could find a way to get the footage that hit the cutting room floor, because if you ever watch Bert Kreischer do, you know, his stand-up acts and stuff, and that laugh he has, I had him doing that when we were talking about you know, they're interviewing me about Catapult, and then when I'm talking and they're like, oh, what do you think about this ride? I'm like, oh, I said it's addicted like crack and hookers, And Bert the Conqueror was bent over, laughing, doing his thing. And he's like, dude, you're hilarious, but we can't use that because it's Travel Channel. He's like, you got to tone it down a little bit. And I was trying different things, and I made them laugh all the time. And then eventually, they're like, dude, you can't. And but yeah, that was a good time. That was totally a good time. I wish I could do it again. I wish I could hang out with him. I don't know, Jason. Like I don't know, the Tiger King thing, like that. Just watching that whole Tiger King thing was insane. Like I loved it. I actually loved that thing. I mean, the stuff that guy did was insane. But I was like, whoa! Like to see the lady's arm got half her arm got chewed off by a tiger, and all the different trying to kill the lady. I never even heard of the guy until the show. I didn't even know anything about him. Nothing. But I could have sworn, and I was telling Jessica last night, that Jeff guy or whatever that's in it that took over the zoo from him, I could have swore I met that guy somewhere. So that guy looks really familiar. Like I've met him or something. Talked to him somehow. So I don't know how, why, when. I know I've seen him, and I know I felt, maybe I didn't, but I felt like that dude looks so familiar. Like in all of it, like I felt like I've met that guy. Like I don't know why. It was bothering me and I couldn't remember. I started going through photos and videos and stuff of different, how I could have met this guy. I don't know, but I could have swore I did at some point. I don't know how, because I'm like, this guy looks really familiar to me. I don't know. It's crazy. So yeah, I don't know. But anyway, so let me let me see what's going on in the multi-stream here. Is it? Oh, there's no. Okay. Well, anyways, yeah, Bert the Conqueror is a cool dude, though. Bert, I don't know if and he has that new special on Netflix, Big Boy or something. That thing was funny. Jess had never known who the guy was, and she was like, "This guy's great." She was laughing. It was funny. Anyway, so we're today. I do have some news and stuff. Not just talk about a Tiger King or a Bert the Conqueror, even though they're fun stories. I do know I got another story to tell that I'm going to record this week, and I'm going to write it down right now. I got a Geauga Lake story that I got to tell. It conforms at that time, the little tiny music career I had and going there. So that's going to be an interesting story to merge the two, because the music took me to the area, to Cleveland, and I went to that Six Flags for like 4 days in a row, something like that. So it's pretty cool. So anyway, so we're going to be talking today about, there's a bunch of Disney stuff. We're going to talk about that Six Flags COVID-19 update that we put a video out. I talked to Jen McGrath yesterday. We're going to talk about some SeaWorld stuff. We're going to talk about some Trans World stuff. And we'll go from there. It's not a whole ton of news. I don't know how long this show's probably about. I mean, if we go more than an hour, I mean, unless like we're really like heavy conversating on stuff, I think every week, except for tomorrow, we'll probably, because, Wednesday is the normal Grove show usually, and that one will probably be longer. I mean, I have no idea what I'm going to put in for the show, but we can figure it out. I mean, there might be some that we do Planet Coaster and stuff like that while we play, because I haven't streamed it yet, and I haven't really streamed much of Planet Coaster in a bit, and I'll probably change that later anyway. But I started I kept, for those that paid attention, that jump into that stream, I started very slowly creating the new park, the one that's going to be totally like crazy themed. I started that. I got one coaster I built, and I spent a long time on it, and it was only a kiddie coaster, but I spent the time building the rocks, putting all the different theming and different effects, and it looks really cool. And and then we'll get into some other stuff as we go on. So as we all heard, Disney has closed their parks indefinitely until this thing is over. Now, nobody knows. No, Disney doesn't know when they're going to reopen. Nobody knows a thing. I don't. You don't. We can only speculate. So right now, if you look on the app and stuff and trying to book anything, here's the problem. It's like the first kind of stuff that's like June 1st. So if they are in fact going to open, you're not going to see anything till June 1st. And that's just the world we live. It's so weird. It's like, I don't know about you guys, but I feel like I'm living in some weird like disaster movie life, you know, like a 2012 or The Day After Tomorrow, you know, a San Andreas, kind of one of those kind of movies, you know, the older disaster movies from back in the day, you know, 60s, 70s, 80s and stuff like that. That's how I feel like we're living. Like, I've never seen anything like this that just hits the entire country. It shuts it all down. You know, I believe that when Disney itself reopens, that they're going to have the virtual queue line for everything. Keep the people out of the line. I don't know if they're going to limit how many people come in. I don't know how this affects, you know, when I talked to Jason in Paradise in the Twitter DMs, you know, he's like, this is going to affect Halloween events. And it most likely will. I mean, if they can't nip this thing in the bud, I don't know what's going to happen. And the problem is you got look, I don't want to lose my freedoms. I want to just go out and go. It's like today I drove. For me to get to the closest Best Buy for me is 45 minutes away. I had to drive 45 minutes one way, be there for 10, 15 minutes, get my movie by the time I'm all done, figured out what to do, and then drive 45 minutes home. Should I have gone to Best Buy? No. But they were only holding my DVD to the 6th, and I don't know if they were going to ship it from the store to my house. So I had to go get it. I didn't go in. I didn't come in contact with anybody. I was X amount away. The lady had gloves on, dropped it in the seat. I showed her the thing, and that was it. So that's how life is. You know, if you don't have to go out, don't go out. The quicker we get through this, the quicker we are going to be fine. But until we do that, we are screwed. You know, from the beginning, I'm like, I'm not worried about the virus, whether I had it or not. I don't have any knowingly, I don't have any underlying conditions. I don't have high blood pressure because the last time I was, you know, the dentist, I don't have a regular doctor. I haven't in forever because I don't get sick. And I need to change that anyway as I get older. You know, I don't want to like die for not paying attention to something. But I feel great. I have no symptoms of coronavirus. I have nothing wrong with me. Knock on whatever this is, fake wood, whatever. And I know a lot of you don't. I don't know one person that's had it. Thank God. I mean, you hear about it all over the news. People, famous people, other people. You see the video, the news. It's crazy. I just don't want to hear it anyway. You know, it's just crazy. So we just have to get through this little baloney. And I'm a little jealous of Mr. Jason in Paradise for his picture on Twitter about having a hot tub, having a swimming pool to go into during this. As a matter of fact, Jessica's mother's house is scheduled to be for sale. You know, hit the, what do you call it? The closing possibly this week, next week. I think next week. And then she moves in here. And then they'll start construction on the house, you know, for her addition. And at the same time, we're building in-ground pool. I mean, it's not going to be like an Olympic-sized pool or anything like that, but it's going to have a in-ground pool. And then once it's all over and I'm back to work, then I'm going to buy a hot tub to put on my deck. But I personally have to get through this. Me hoarding cash for a long time became a benefit. I guess I can turn the cash that I've been holding to buy, you know, I've been saving this money for a long time, so I can put it to use. Regardless of that, so if you want to get to your Disneys and your Busch Gardens and your Six Flags and God knows Cedar Points and everything, just stay home if you can. I know not everybody can. I know this. I'm appreciative to all the people that are on the front lines and doing what they got to do. I get that. You know what I'm saying? I get it. You know what I mean? Who the hell knows? So, Rhode Island state beaches and parks closed starting April 3rd per the governor. I know she was pissed, Ramundi. She goes on. She might be on right now. She goes on 1 o'clock every day, Sunday to Saturday, every day, and she gives updates. Matter of fact, we were doing the. We were doing the what do you call it? The state. What was about New York? When you came into the state police were pulling you over, and they were, making sure that you weren't. What do you call it? You quarantine yourself for 14 days. I saw this thing last night, on the local news. This lady drove from New York, because a lot of people see. There's a lot of people that got vacation homes in Rhode Island, like by the beaches, like Westerly, Newport, Narragansett, all them places down there. And the lady goes, "They're making me quarantine for 14 days. This is unfair. I don't feel it's right." Why did you come here? Stay where you are. So Rhode Island stopped doing the pulling you over thing. Instead, they got the National Guard and the police going door to door with anybody with out-of-state plates, and they found out tactics. People were taking the plates off the cars. They said, if we see a plate off the car, we see out-of-state, we're going there and making sure you quarantine. It's crazy out there. This is like, put it this way. I'm not trying to be political, but if Bernie Sanders was to win the presidency, this is what his presidency would look like normally. This is what socialism looks like. Crazy, bonkers. I mean, take the virus out, but that's legit. Look at all the other countries like that. I'm telling you. That's what it looks like. But yeah, we all want this virus to fly away, Zachary. We want it. Zachary works at Lake Compounds, and he's just waiting. Let me ask you this, Zachary. Do they give you any roundabout, probably not, but any roundabout time when you potentially could report for duty to go, do your training and stuff? And let me ask you this, as a parking, I'm not looking for secrets like, what's the secret thing coming? When I'm talking about procedure, because I'm hearing that parks are like, I don't know, 60, 30 to 60 days behind from if they go, okay, tomorrow you open, they're not ready. I hope you're staying safe too, Isabel. I don't know what everything is. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know the procedures about training. I don't know how long it takes to train an employee to operate rides or how to cook the food. When they do all training around the park. I don't know what that training is. It 30 days, 2 weeks, a day? I don't know. But if you could enlighten us so we can get an idea of when you start training to opening. I'm hearing 30 to 60 days out. Especially people that don't have all the employees. Got to get the job fairs rolling again, get the training going. But I could be wrong. But I'm hearing 30 to 60 days behind the dates. I don't know. And if you are seeing some pics and videos, there is barely no one is there. People are too scared right now. China is pushing too fast. The Disney parks are somewhat opening again. Hey, what's up, Marcus? Yeah, this whole thing is crazy. Like I honestly think China jumped the gun. Like, I know, I get it. People, every one of us, actually, the only people that are going to be okay are the ones actually working. You know what I'm saying? Like, those people are going to be okay. Once, as long as nothing too catastrophic happens, anybody working is going to be okay. If you're stuck home, and depending upon how far along and depending how much the government wants to help you. All right, so it takes basically us training for about 2 weeks for the team members to get trained on their rides. I am doing, well, as good can be. Isabel, how about you? So like I said, so we get that kind of information. So if Connecticut goes, yeah, I don't I mean, May 2nd, they may open the gates to you to go back to work. And then it'll take a few, 2, 3 weeks to get everybody going again. Here's the problem I got with everything. And I'm not going to be, like, when they say they can go, I'm going to take the chance. Hey, look. Oh, I thought Isabel was going to say, I'm God. Well, Isabel, if you're God, make this go away. I know, I'm being a douche. I hope that, I mean, everybody knows this year when it comes to like movie theater. I heard something about movie theaters are going to be letting people in for free. Like when the movie theater's open, like you're not going to have to pay for a ticket. Oh, so what? Vortex is done? I would like to know if Supergirl is completed at the park because I know everybody's working from home or whatever, and they just follow whatever the state and federal guidelines are. That's what the parks are doing. Like great. I know for a fact, um, Jerry Brick is working from home. I know that because I got to when this show's over, I gotta put up the post. I'm gonna give like 2 days to give questions for Jerry Brick for Lake Compounds, and then we're gonna be doing a Skype call, hopefully this week, if not next week, to do the recorded Skype interview. I think I would rather do recorded Skype interviews instead of doing live because people are gonna pop off with some really stupid questions. Like I just want it to be positive. Forget the coronavirus. I know things are coronavirus related, and that's fine. But I don't want to hear people go, well, why aren't you open? Why is this? What are you gonna do? Like, we get it. I would like to know precautions the parks are gonna do. Hey, what's up, Theme Park New England? What's up, Sean? I want to make sure, are they still gonna keep cleaning? I think everybody's gonna go overboard cleaning. Businesses, all kinds of businesses, theme parks, movie theaters, they're going to go crazy. They're going to go crazy trying to make it clean, make people feel comfortable. When the park's open, I'm going. I'm doing great. How about you, Theme Park New England? Hope you're doing okay. Well, I think, here's the thing. I think Connecticut nobody can be there. You know, uh, I don't know what's going on over there, but, they're probably going to pimp it out. They're probably going to get that. Jerry, when I saw Jerry, where the hell did I see him? Oh, it was at the park when they had that Ace event I went to, and I talked to Jerry for a little bit. Oh no, it wasn't that. It was for the Haunted Graveyard. I talked to Jerry for a little bit, and he told me that they were doing all the footers and stuff, all the cement work before Christmas. Once he said end of February, beginning of March, they were going to come in, and then I was going to go down there. In the off season to go take pictures, talk to Jerry about the slide. Obviously, that's not going to happen, and I get that. Totally understand. There's a lot of monkey wrenches that got thrown at me this year. Like I just felt like I went through a fight with Mike Tyson and I'm down in 30 seconds kind of feel, because a lot of stuff that we wanted to do this year, it was like Mother Nature and the world just went, you ain't doing nothing. That's what I feel like. I just got slapped around, and that's that's how I feel right now. Because think about it, I was supposed to do that. I was supposed to be working on a docu-series with 13th World Haunted House in Cumberland, Rhode Island. We were going to do like what Jeffree Star and Shane Dawson did about the makeup thing. We were going to do that with the haunted industry. I was going to sit in on meetings. I was going to sit in on stuff. We can't do any of it. We can't do any of that this year. So we're probably going to have to move that project to next year. Trans World. pushed out. We're gonna talk about this though, about Transworld after. There is a virtual trade show going on, and if you kind of want a little bit of a look, excuse me, into what Transworld is, you're not going to get the full experience, but yeah, and but you can see all the different vendors are all in there. Some have videos. They all got deals going on to buy their products. So if you want to buy something that you see at Six Flags or Haunted Graveyard or Lake Compounds or other individual haunts, you can see that. But we'll get into that in a little bit. But beyond that, yeah, we're thinking what the engineer mages are doing since they can't use their shiny new toys now. Yeah, it's crazy. So, yeah, and Isabel, I enjoy Lake Compounds. One, because the work is, I don't have a great relationship with the workers like I do at Six Flags New England. I'm working on building that up. That's something that I'm hoping to get Lake Compounds, that close relationship with various employees like I do with Six Flags. That's an ongoing working thing, building up. Because a lot of people love Jerry Brick and a lot of people hate Jerry Brick. I love Jerry Brick. I'm a Jerry Brick fan. I love what he does and how much he cares about the park, and he's a really great guy. Sometimes he's willing to kind of let me know some stuff. So, and a lot of stuff he tells me I don't put out there because he asked me not to. So, and that's why they know, these parks know that they can trust me, because a lot of times they'll tell me something and I go, can I talk about this? And they'll say either yes or no. And whatever they say is the rules I apply. I'm not like all these other fan sites that are just trying to get clicks because I want to be the cool guy on the street. I'm not, I don't want to ruin stuff for you guys. I know you guys want to know. I know you guys want to know what's coming in 2025 yesterday. I get it. But we need to take steps. We all get excited, right? It's like Christmas. Every time we hear something, right? We all know that, right? It's like, and I miss the days before everybody tried to be cool and get clicks and leak things. I miss the days when we didn't know, and we would wake up for announcements for anybody, any park, and be like, yay or boo. I miss those days. I really do. I wish people would just let it go back to that. I really hate all these leaks. Like if I, that Supergirl thing that I came out with, I kind of knew, but I didn't know because at that point when I made the prediction, I didn't physically really know, but I kind of did, just based off of things I heard, but I wasn't 100% sure. And then as soon as that came out, I got some messages and I'm like, oh, so I just shut up about it. When it comes to different little things with Six Flags, at the end of the day, always think superhero. Look up, use your brain. And I did, and I nailed it on the head. And that was just by accident, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, see, it's good when you have a good connection, and it's all about, a lot of it is about who you know. And then if it's not who you know, you figure out who to know, and then you build up a working relationship. You don't run out and be like, I need to know all this information. I don't want to ruin that for you guys. And I know you guys want to know, but I want to go back to when we didn't know nothing. It made life so much better and awesome. I know it sounds stupid, but trust me. No, we all love the cheesy Six Flags videos that were put out for announcements. And I would rather that be what tells us. But people just, if you think about it, everybody that's leaking stuff is trying to be the first so they can be the cool kid on the block. And you only get the cool kid status for a day or two. And then you're forgotten. I try to stay consistent in what I do. I don't care if I don't get millions of subscribers and millions of views. Would be nice. But I just want to stay consistent and somewhat relevant to the people that watch the videos or the Grove Show or whatever it is we do. That's what I try to do. And for those that don't know, after the forums were deleted on us, and we started up again, things are slow going, but we're building it slowly, brick by brick. And, there's still some cool conversations going on in there, and that's what we keep trying to do, and that's what we're gonna do. So if you have no idea what the hell I'm talking about, if you go to sfneonline.org, you click the forums, sign up, and there's a couple of people I got to check, make sure that they are who they are, because you have to sign up, and then I have to approve people. There's 2, and I got to check the IP address, see where it's from, and then I can let people in or not. That's how I know when Six Flags New England sends their little, whoever their lackey is, to go watch the forums, because they do it from, they sign up, and when I check the IP address and it tells you where it is, it's like, bing, Six Flags New England. So I know they do. That's why I'm just like, just keep all the crazy stuff over there and keep it off social media. They kind of lay off. So that's why we put more of the secretive stuff there that you guys are missing out on, and we don't talk about on the Grove Show. We don't talk about on social media. You guys are really missing out on some stuff. Shame on you. That's where all the secret stuff is. And you guys don't realize that. Yeah, so again, we are not going to know when parks are going to open until we get through this. So, a lot of us hate it to stay home. I found out that I'm going to be making more money staying home than I am at work, which is crazy. So I can collect until July at the moment. So I'm going to ride this thing out. My company ain't going nowhere. So if they close, they do it. So I'm okay. And as we start finding out, you got to keep looking. You got to keep looking in the forums, because right now it's slow because nobody knows nothing. You know what I'm saying? Because everything's closed. Nobody's really at work to know. But trust me when I tell you, when we know for sure about Six Flags New England or something coming, it goes in the forums. We don't post it on Twitter. We don't post on no social media platforms. We don't post it on YouTube when we know. It just goes in the forums, and anybody that joins the forums, we tell you, please do not post it on social media. That keeps us out of trouble. Hey, Jake Kite, what's up? Hey, you wake up when you wake up. So, like I said, we just ask that anybody that goes into the forums do not post it on any social media anywhere. Well, hopefully you're feeling okay, Jay. Get better well soon. That's all we ask, because when you go on there and we're posting all this secretive stuff, the old forums used to have a hidden, forum spot that you couldn't see unless we had given you permission. So I'm going to try and see if this forums that we have, because it's a different setup, that if we could do that, then we could start inviting people. Because let me tell you, back when, there was a lot of crazy shit that was in there that we just had the rule, do not. And if you did, yeah, I remember that too, Marcus, when Six Flags announcements were like movie premieres. Grab the popcorn and get comfy. They got cheesy, but they were still cool and fun. I don't know what's going to happen. I'm still under the suspicion that 2021, you're not going to see much of any. I think because of monetary reasons, I think you're not going to see a lot of additions. If you are, it's going to be kind of like this year. More water park or whatever than anything major. The parks are going to be hurting. They're going to recover. Six Flags is not going to go bankrupt. Yeah, well, I wouldn't add everybody into that. Lindsay, I wouldn't add everybody, but of course you would be added to it. But I wouldn't add everybody to it. Because when you add everybody to certain things, that's when, leaks start coming out. And we try to prevent that. When we did that back in the old forums, it was only for the people that we could trust. There was like 20 or 30 people at that time. I had no authority of who could come in, who couldn't come in, but the powers that be at that time only allowed, like a group of 20, 30 people, and there were thousands of people that signed up for the forums. It was crazy, and it was crazy back when. I miss those days, and that's what we're trying to build that community back up, because in those days, it was a lot of fun. There was no drama. There was no bullshit. Everybody's all about trying to stab everybody in the back, and it's stupid. It's like, look, we're doing this for the benefit of everybody. We're a community. Let's be a community. There's no reason to be trash talking, stabbing in the back, trying to steal this from that one. You know, it's stupid, and I get it, but that's just how people are. People are ignorant. You know, and that's how it is. So anyway, so let's get back to some news. Yeah, I think Six Flags, speaking of which, Sean, I love that you said that. I love that you said that. I honestly think, and if you remember last year and all the times that we've all talked about this, about a need for change, about attractions, at least in the Six Flags current model. Like take half and do every other year. And the other years, when they're not getting an attraction, spruce up the parks, maybe get a new show, upgrade Fright Fest or Holiday in the Park or whatever. You know what I'm saying? When you own that many, whether you own them or you're taking care of them or whatever, you know, you're leasing the parks, whatever it is, that's a lot of stuff. That's a lot of rides. It's a lot of money. And that's why you've been getting the attractions you've been getting. There's nothing that's like crazy. I'm not saying nothing, but most stuff isn't like crazy. Like, wow, you're not seeing a lot of RMC conversions like you once did. You're not seeing a lot of one-of-a-kind rides because they were expensive. Six Flags is not in that position to do that. They lack in the shows, so I think they should put more money into the shows. A lot of the water parks need to be updated. I know a lot of you guys want your roller coasters, but the world doesn't revolve around roller coasters. Remember, we're not the general public. We're not the big spenders to the parks. Why do you think that they don't add all that stuff? They do a lot of market research. They look at what other people are seeing, want, and they do research. And they go, okay, well, all the people over here like this. It's a hit. So we're going to start pushing them. That's why you get clones. You know, you get that just because of whatever. So, hey, it is what it is. And you just got to take it with a grain of salt. You got to move on. You got to rock on. And you can't, everybody has this thing, right? Everybody has this thing. And don't mind me, I'm going to eat chips because I'm starving. I haven't eaten lunch yet. People have this thing where you should listen to me. You know, I'm talking about people talking to the parks. You need to listen to me, even though I'm a very small percentage of who's buying stuff. Most coaster enthusiasts do not spend a penny in the park beyond buying their, their membership pass or a season pass, dining plans. Other than that, nobody is spending money. That's why. And don't get me wrong, I know for a fact that I'm very disappointed in a lot of places like gift shop. I'm a sucker for t-shirts, collectibles. If I can afford it, I will buy it. I mean, I don't go, like when I went to Magic Mountain, Knott's Berry Farm and Disneyland in January, thank God I've gotten to ride something this year. I was very, very disappointed in the gift shops. Even at Disneyland, the gift shops suck. It's not like Disney World. Disney World is the mecca of shopping if you want to get stuff. Disneyland is not. When I went to Disneyland, I walked that gift shop for an hour, and it took me an hour to find very little. I like to, if I can, Disneyland, I bought each of the kids, like a shirt or something. I bought Jessica something. I bought Jessica's mother a shirt. I was looking, my mother for trying to find, I couldn't find anything for my mother. She's got a weird taste. Yeah, see, the problem was, I was with my brother. So he's not into like shopping and going to check things out. He wants to get to the park, ride what he wants, and then when he's done, he wants to leave. That's why I'm not going to travel with him anymore, because I'm not, like I said to everybody, when I go to places, I like to check things out. I like to go in a gift shop. I like to go ride every ride that I can. I like to check out the sights around. I don't want to be rushed. I don't want to be pushed out the door. I had never been to Disneyland, and he was crying like a little bitch. He did that to me at Magic Mountain. He did that to me at Knott's Berry Farm. I wanted to stay till close. I had to leave. I didn't stay till close at any of the parks. None of them. I mean, I got to ride just about everything. I missed out on a bunch of Disneyland stuff. You know? Think about it. I didn't ride Space Mountain. I didn't ride Pirates of the Caribbean. There were some other rides that I wanted to ride. I didn't, smaller rides, nothing huge. All because he wanted to leave. That's why I don't like going to places with people like that, and I probably am going to refrain from going to places with people like that because I want to check things out. You got to pick and choose your battles. Like, here's the crazy thing. I don't know if I talked about this last week or not, but Jess and I had to make a backup plan for our wedding because our wedding is September 26th. And I don't know if we can currently do the wedding there. I just don't know. We got a backup plan. Well, I got to wait. But, the potential is this. We're doing it in Swansea, Massachusetts at this awesome restaurant place called Venus de Milo. The food is amazing. The place is okay, for a wedding, you know what I mean? It's one of those kind of places that do it, but they have 3 different size rooms, a giant one, a tiny one, a medium sized one. And we got a character, when you go to Six Flags, see the character guys, we got one of those guys gonna be there. DJ. We got the wedding dance for Jess and I, the first dance. Dance in the Clouds, they call it. It's the ground fog that we dance in. And it's going to have our names, that monogram shined in it and all that. All that, depending upon what happens, may be out the window. Gone. You know what I mean? The only money I think I'll lose is $150 to the character guy. So what, I was talking to Jess's mother. I know some of you guys know this story. Some of you guys don't know this story. So Jessica's mom came to pick up Alyssa to take her to her house, for during the week. She's just staying with grandma, and that's cool. And grandma appreciates it. Jessica's mother, they love it. She loves it, and Alyssa loves it. So we're like, hey, it is what it is. And so Jessica wasn't home from work yet because she works at a hospital, not anywhere near Corona people, but she works a near nose, ear, throat, back, neck, I don't know, one of them kind of places. In her office, got moved around, so she didn't have to deal with whatever. But so she told me that Jessica wanted to get married in front of Cinderella's castle at Disney if this thing backfires. So I talked to Jess. I said, well, let's see if we can find out how much this costs. First of all, unless you got buku bucks, it ain't happening. I ain't got that kind of money. Just the venue fee is $30,000, and you're not exactly in front of the castle. The wedding takes place in Main Street with the castle as the backdrop. So you're paying $30,000 for that. And then there's minimum. So I think that wedding, minimum to do that wedding is $50,000. So I said, let me look around at the other venues that they got. So I'm waiting to hear back from a Disney wedding planner. And right now we're looking at Tower of Terror Courtyard. But you have to spend minimum $15,000. This wedding right now is costing me $11,000 if we don't go. It'd be a lot less people to go, but I could do it at Disney. So then I'm really back to having a theme park wedding. Because originally, if you guys remember, we were going to do it at Six Flags New England, but the cost was put it this way. The venue fee right now for Tower of Terror is $4,500. The fee to use Six Flags New England, and it has to be 100 people minimum, or they won't do it. So for 100 people to get married in the park, to use a picnic pavilion and food, park tickets and parking was a little over $6,000. The $4,500 does not include food. It just includes the use. So everything else is add-ons. If you want Mickey and Minnie Mouse to show up at your reception, you can pay for that. If you want, the flowers, the music, the whatever, you could do that. You could do whatever it is you need to do. So that's but I have not received a phone call, an email, or nothing yet and then I talked to my Imagineer friend down in Disney, and he's like, everybody's working from home. It's going to be a little slow. That's the norm around here right now. And we'll see what happens. There could be nobody on the other side working because this is going to roll into the next part of Disney news, which I found crazy, but pretty awesome. So, Bob Chapek, they just shared with the Walt Disney Company employees that senior executives, VP and above, will take pay cuts of 20 to 30% effective April 5th. Chapek will cut his salary by 50%, and Bob Iger has opted to forego his full salary. So think about that for a second. They're trying to save money without going crazy. They do have money coming in and out. Not a lot, but they do. And that was not a COVID-19 cough. I was choking on a pizza chip that was stuck in my throat as I eat more. Well, they yeah, they said in the information from the Disney wedding planners, the Disney weddings website, that you can they gave Mickey and Minnie as a example, but you can contact them to see what a list of characters that you can get. So I'm figuring, which is weird because we were figuring we're probably going to have around 100 guests show up to the normal wedding. 15K is probably only going to get me 20 people there. Like, you know what I mean, to go. And so let me figure the math out. And then I can tell you how many extra people that we can add to the list. So there's 5 in this house. Well, it's going to be 6. So we'll just say 6. My mother, father, Danielle, Jimmy, Lily, and possibly new baby, depending. So that's a family of 4. Then we got 3 from Dave, Jody, and Cadence. So we got what? 10, 14. We got 14 people for sure 100% that I'm sure would go. So that leaves about 6 people left that I can invite to go. Because if not, then it's going to cost me more money. I mean, I can see how much extra it's going to cost, but maybe I could charge people to go to my wedding. I don't know. That would be fun. So I'm proud that the executives are doing this thing. They got no choice. You can't keep paying these crazy salaries and expect to reopen the park when it comes time. You just can't. You know what I'm saying? You just can't do that. They're still working. They're still doing their thing. Probably from home. There's nothing going on for the most part. Yeah, so like I said, I don't know when this wedding is gonna take place. I would rather, I told Jess, I said, if we can swing this wedding, like it's not gonna cost me like 30 grand to do this wedding. If I can keep it at 15 grand, I'm gonna cancel this current wedding and go to Disney. Here, and here's why I say that. I love hanging out with people. I love you guys, but at the same time, there's like for those that go to a wedding and you've seen people you haven't seen in years, right? You're going to somebody's wedding. You're all family or whatever, and you're like, I haven't seen my aunt and uncle in 10 years. Yeah, you can hold weddings at the Polynesian. The let's I'm gonna show I'm gonna do this thing for you. I'm gonna show you the different. Well, I can't show you, but I'm gonna tell you the different venues. I mean, the costs are like crazy. They're all over the place. So I don't know. Oh yeah, Florida wedding pricing. So there's all they have. Where's the venue? All right, so these I'm gonna go through quickly the locations with the event minimums. So it says pricing details. Pricing varies depending on your chosen day of the week, time of day. Lower minimums tend to apply to weekdays, and higher mediums tend to apply to weekends and holidays. Additional venues are available at this event minimum range. Please contact the Disney wedding specialist to discuss more. So these are venue fees, but they have event minimums. So what this means is you have to spend X amount of dollars to use it. So these are locations with event minimums from $5,000 to $15,000. There's Conch Key Marina, Luau Beach, Luau Point, and Sago Cay. I don't even think these are on property. I think these are like those other Disney resort things. $7,000 to $17,000. Japan Courtyard Bonsai Promenade is $4,500. Canada Terrace ceremony venue fee $4,500. These are all $4,500 venue fees, but minimum $7,000 to $17,000. So you got China. I don't think anybody's gonna want to go there. Edu de France, Germany Courtyard, Italy Isola, Italy Plaza, Morocco, Tamu, Terrace des Fleurs, and then UK Courtyard. I know I butchered that. Then they have locations with event minimums $8,000 to $20,000. Casitas Courtyard. These are $4,000 ceremony venue fees. I don't know where any of these are. Croquet Lawn, Destino Plaza, Wedding Gazebo, Oak Manor, Seabreeze Point. These are probably like weird places. Show more locations. Shipwreck Beach. Never heard of it. They have all right. Then they have 10 to 35,000 event things, minimums. Disney Wedding Pavilion. It's a ceremony fee of $5,000. It's kind of like an elegant kind of place. That's the only one on that list. Then here's where I come in. Locations with event minimums of $15,000 to $25,000. Tower of Terror. The courtyard fee is, you get in the courtyard in front of the Tower of Terror, $4,500. Or you could do it in front, looking at the Tree of Life. Same price. Then they have locations with these are the big boys. There's 3 of them, and then that's the end of the venues. So for $20,000 to $50,000, event minimums. Magic Kingdom East Plaza, $25,000 venue fee. Magic Kingdom Train Station, ceremony venue fees $15,000. Magic Kingdom After Hours ceremony, $30,000. So that just those are the locations that you can get married at. Yeah, Cinderella Castle's getting painted. Get married at Fun Spot or the Haunt at Old Town. That would be cool, but here's the thing. Jessica has a motto, and we got to stick by it right now. Halloween classy, not Halloween assy. That's the thing. Which is funny, but that's what it is right now. Oh, I just saw Tim Holleran had posted a while ago. Sorry, Tim. Let the park have the day. That's what I say. We go on, Alex Wilcox says we go on opening day whenever that is. It's gonna, like I said, it's gonna be crazy for everything going on. I know it's tough. Everybody's just gonna hang in there. So, if I have 6 people that I can add as a guest, I wouldn't be surprised if Facetown steals that for a future season. Well, you can get married there. I was told by workers you could. They even do corporate things. You know, like get-togethers over there. Somebody can throw a party. They got things they can do over there. I didn't know that, but like I said, I don't know my wedding-wise what's going to happen. And then I got to really figure out if I can have 6 more people go. One, who the hell is going to go? Some people aren't going to want to travel down. Even if everything's fine, everything's back to normal, everybody's back to stanking and not washing their hands again. Yeah, like I said, I don't know what's going to happen my wedding-wise. I don't know what's going to happen theme park-wise. We're all going to get there. We're all going to get in. I don't know who would even want to roll into my wedding when it happens. Because now you're talking, somebody's going to fly down there. I don't know what the rules and regulations are. Do I need, do people need to buy park tickets? Can they just walk in? Because Tower of Terror weddings happen an hour and a half after park close. So if the park closes at 9, you're looking at a 10:30 wedding. If it closed at 8, you're looking at a 9:30 wedding. I don't know. I really don't know. But again, I'll figure it out, and then whoever can go can go. You know? Such a shame. Such a shame. You know? Is what it is. But, like I said, we'll get through it. Everything's going to be good. So let's finish off the news. Speaking of Disney, my last Disney tidbit, construction has stopped at the parks. Adventure Campus, Mickey Minnie Rail. I know even in Florida, I believe Tron has stopped. I think the only thing that's going on might be the painting. I don't know. I have no idea if that's even going on. And people have been taking drones and flying them around and stuff and getting shots of stuff. I mean, now would be an amazing time if you got a drone to go fly it over a park. Not that they want you to, and I'm not really condoning it. I'm just saying if you do it, now's a good time. You know, if you want to be that adventurous and possibly get in trouble. Just saying. SeaWorld has furloughed 90% of its workforce. That kind of screws them. I mean, you can get unemployment from government, to help you out, but it's great. Everybody's doing it. I heard Macy's did that. They furloughed their employees. It's a way to lay off employees without taking a hit on your workman's comp insurance and stuff. Because then your rates are going to go up. But in my company, everybody's laid off. And then once we can reopen, we hire everybody back. Everybody's just taking his time to chill out and do whatever. You know? We're going to get through it. I know we are. Let's see what I got here. All right, so Let's talk about the elephant in the room from yesterday. Six Flags. COVID-19 update. So everybody that has passes saw, has two eyes and ears and a mouth, knows about what messages were sent out yesterday. So we all know, and honestly, the people that get screwed the most out of Six Flags deal is the Diamond Elite holders. I mean, right now it seems that way. I don't know what perks and bonuses for the most part we're getting. So for every month that it's closed, you're getting another month added, and they're gonna and they'll also round up. Say we get into the middle of May, and they finally reopen, then you'll get that home. Right now we should have been open in April, so April no. So you potentially are going to get 2 extra months added. But then for the Diamond Elite people, you're going to get 1 extra skip the ride line ticket, triple rewards, which is stupid, and 1 golden ticket for a friend, which is stupid. Everybody I know, I can't give the ticket away if I tried. Everybody I know has some form of membership. If you have anything under Diamond Elite, you get, for the rest of the season, however much that is, gets pushed up to the next one. So if you went from Diamond to Diamond Elite, you get what I had, and you don't get the extra that I'm getting. I really have a problem with the bonuses, and I know that they're working through it. They're going to figure it out. They're going to probably have all these extra special events and all this crazy crap going on that we don't know about yet. They're working on it. They just sent out, hey, nobody's open until at least mid-May, except Lerone has a to be announced next to theirs. So who knows? They may never I don't know. They probably don't know what's going to happen there. So the earliest the Six Flags Park could open is middle of May. That's the earliest. I don't know, but I know workers will let me know when they've gone back to training. Whenever that is, I don't know. Hopefully we find out soon. So again, that's what you're getting. And I know a lot of people are pissed, but if you pause your membership, you do not get any of the perks. You don't get an upgrade, you don't get any perks, you get nothing. You stay the same, and then once this is over, it unpauses, and then you continue on paying. And I get it. Some people I'm just pausing. Don't care about what I'm missing out on, whatever. And that's cool too. Some people just need to pause it and not pay. I get it. I'm not going to pause it just because I want to get the extras. The only thing that is any value to me is an extra skip the ride line ticket. That is the only thing that interests me at all. Yeah, Virginia announced that. It's going to be crazy. I thought MLB canceled the season. I know the NBA did. I thought MLB did that. I'm not sure. Yeah, I haven't heard anything about Canopy Lake, either or. And they want people to stay at home till mid-June. That kills Busch Gardens, Kings Dominion. I have memberships for both of my kids. Jessica has one. Alyssa's got one. Everybody's got memberships. Everybody's hanging out. Everybody's doing their thing. I don't know. I would really love to talk to Jen and send in. I know people have, if you look for the video that we did the update about the memberships, and in the comments, people have been posting ideas. And I'm going to keep, writing those down, put it in a Word document, and send it off to Jen. And explain that I understand. They can't, and I'm not, what if, right? Hear me out on this. I'm not asking for crazy stuff. I'm not asking. Because right now, monetarily, everybody is screwed when it comes to all this. Everybody is screwed. And there's nothing we can do about it, and I get it. We're all screwed. There's nothing we can do, and we just have to eat the poop sandwich. That's really all we can do. Unfortunately, that's the gist. That's what we're doing. That's how it's. So, to ask something crazy of something that we can't control is a little bit of a douche move. Like if you're like, I'm gonna do this because of that, then go pause your membership. Right now, all the parks that we can need the support. I know it's like draining our pockets as we're unemployed and whatever, and I get that. I really truly do. But beyond that, I think what people should be doing is figuring out ways that we can help support the. I'm not saying go out and spend $1 million or something. We ain't got it like that. I'm just saying, let's think of ideas of stuff that they could give that doesn't really hurt their bank. If there's something that they could give people, especially with the Diamond Elite that are getting screwed, so to speak. I mean, yeah, it's nice to get an extra exit pass. That's cool. The free ticket, stupid. Triple points, stupid. And the reason why I say triple points are stupid is because the rewards they have are horrible. They suck. Like if you we went over that last week. If you look at what they offer inside the rewards program for collected points, that's horrible. Very, very horrible. Like there's nothing cool about most of it. Like I got what did I say, 12,100 points. There's nothing I mean, unless I plan on going a great adventure, I don't know if I'm going to get there this year with everything going on. Probably not. I personally would just, it's like these points are stupid. They're pointless. They're stupid, etc., etc. Like, because I get it. They're trying to do, they're giving you low cost items. Because if you look, like a weekday cabana, and it's ridiculous points, come on. We don't have go-karts. At New England. We don't have a sky coaster at New England. We don't have giraffes at New England. We have a slingshot, but I've ridden that thing in every price point it's ever had from when it's been installed. I have not yet, but I will look at that. But you know what I mean? Like, there's a lot of stuff. Like, the points, they need to figure that out. Like, I get it. Like, if you didn't bring any cash and you got points, you need a drink, you can go get a soda. Or if you're hungry, maybe get a pretzel or a churro or something. That could be a little bit of use, but I don't really eat that much stuff because I have the dining plan. I can go, like, if you didn't know, you can use a snack to get a drink. Or you can use a snack to get a snack. You can use your dinner to get a snack. Like, if you really want to do that. So, it's pretty dumb. They're just doing it at low cost to benefit them, and I get it. The perk system is in its infancy, and I know things are going to change over time. I know that, but I think we kind of all, as a community, as theme park fans, really need to kind of hit the park up and go, look, these are stupid. You know what I mean? Like the reward system needs to be revamped and give people some cool stuff that they would really like to put in the rewards, because they're going to know. They got the market research of what people are spending points on. They got that information. Whether or not it's good or bad, but they really need to really update the reward system, because I look at it and I laugh. I'm like, I probably will not use any points on any of this stuff at all, period. Like, why not have points to go get like a picture with Santa? Like, hey, I want a picture with Santa during Holiday in the Park. Like, cool things like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, that would be cool. Like, there's got to be something they could do somehow, some way. I don't know. I don't know what that is, how it is, what they do. They got to. But I think if we can help the parks, at least guide them in the right way, might be worth doing. Because they don't really know what we want. Nobody tells them nothing. They're just kind of going. They got one of them wheels, and they spit. They write a bunch of stuff on the wheel, and they go, churro. Spit it again. Go-karts, but you ain't got them, so you can't use it. You get to go off in the woods with a giraffe. So on and so forth. So, I think it needs to be updated, and I think we can help them do that. Just to at least guide them into the right. And I'm not saying, like, give me 10 t-shirts, and I want all upcharge rides every day for 2,000 points. I get that. Yeah, you can get the membership drawstring bag, and that bag's pretty good quality. It's not total crap. So, and everybody knows I like to wear those around. Not at Six Flags or Cedar Fair parks, I'm going to get a locker. But any park that I am not required to get a locker, I will bring the drawstring bag with me. Like Disney, Universal, I won't, because I try not to bring anything in there. Because you got to put it all in a stupid locker. I don't know. Now, the last thing I'm going to talk about is the Trans World Virtual Show. I'm just going to, just a little brief. I'm going to copy the link. Let's see what happens when I put, sign into chat, open in web browser. Let me go into the chat. I'm going to put this here. Let's see if it works. All right, you see that link there? If you click that, you can go to their virtual trade show. And if you click, you can click on, it says, when you get onto the main page, scroll down a little bit, and you'll see Halloween, Christmas, escape room, and colors. You click that, you can get into those vendors. Or if you go all the way to the bottom here, you can see a button. You can't see it, but I can. Halloween, Christmas room. So I'm going to click Halloween. You can click it at your own leisure. So what it does is it has a list, and you see the list of all the vendors for Halloween. And some have information, some have videos. They got this place called Cyclone Signs. Let's see what they have. Oh. You can't see this, but they're showing. Wow, that's a cool sign, actually. It's a zombie containment sign. That's all flashed up, lit up. That is pretty badass. I wonder how much these signs cost. Let's see. See, now they got me. Let's see, shop. Oh, they're pretty pricey. That zombie containment sign that I seen was $600. Oh, they got an emergency sign that goes perfect. Surgery, a surgery lighted sign for $300. An autopsy sign for $300. I mean, they're cool. A morgue, radiation. Does it show what it does? No, maybe. They got a video. No video. Looks like they're out of Dallas, Texas. But they're cool. They make the signs. It's cool. So you get the gist of what I'm getting at with all this. Yeah, it's tough. Like, if you haven't been... I mean, Jason, you don't need to really ever go to a Six Flags or a Cedar Fair park. If you don't really... You got, like, the best parks all around you. Busch Gardens, SeaWorld, Disney, Universal, Fun Spot. You got a lot of stuff that you can get to relatively... in a relative timely manner. And you can go enjoy everything. Where I can't do that. I got to fly, figure it out, do whatever. Now, I wonder if I've told everybody, I said, when everything reopens, I'm taking a week vacation, which is so stupid. I'm going to be on like a 2-month, not just we're going to be on like a month and a half, 2-3 month vacation. But I'm going to need to like get out in order for me to get back to it. I may have to, like, the first week back go do it, and then the next week back go take off and screw off. And because the funny thing is, for us, we got jobs lined up. We got like a lot of money sitting on the table that we can't go do. We're not letting anybody leave, because then when you leave, you got to stay, you know. So I don't know. And I agree, Jay Kite. I think as the season opens, you're going to find out that you're going to get more stuff that you usually did. I do think that the parks are not going to be that busy at first. Maybe like Disney, Universal and stuff, Busch Gardens, maybe. People are still going to be scared. People are going to be very hesitant to go to any park. I mean, it's going to be, I'm telling you, right off the bat, go to the parks. Because that's going to be the best time to go. I'm thinking crowd levels are like Holiday in the Park. Just because people are going to be afraid to be around big groups. You know? And don't be surprised of this, guys. The thing that scared the crap out of me over the last week that I seen, which made us go, oh crap, we got to get a backup plan for the wedding. The governor of Rhode Island, even though my wedding's not in Rhode Island, but I'm sure there's going to be across a lot of states, the last things they are opening when they reopen the economy are any places with huge gatherings. So that means movie theaters, weddings, concerts, Broadway shows, amusement parks, stuff like that are going to be the last things allowed to open. So even if the middle of May they go, okay, economy is slowly back opening. We are having, we still got these rules in place to slowly let it happen. And, I mean, the stuff that I'm hearing just in Rhode Island, what they're going to be doing, like when they start reopening, like letting us go back and go do things. This before an employee can come in your office, you're going to take their temperature. That's going to be like one of the rules. So I'm going to have to go out and buy this stupid thermometer thing and shoot at the head. And I might look at it and see if I can see what they cost. Because I'm not going to get one of you putting them out and then go, okay, guy, next. Yeah, this was just in this guy's mouth. I'm not going to buy 40, I'm not going to buy a few 5 thermometers to stick for each person. Let's get one, shoot at the head. Boom. Okay, you're good. Go to work. Boom. You're sick. Get the, out. So there's going to be some crazy stuff. That may happen at the parks, man. They might go, beep. Okay, you're all good. Beep. So not only are you going to scan your pass, they're probably going to scan your head for temperature. Be like, okay, you got to get out of here. Beep. I know, like in China and stuff, just to get into a theme park, you got to get a government QR code to get into the theme parks. They're going to check your temperature. You got to get all this paperwork to make sure that you're allowed to get in. I think China chumped the gun. And I saw this thing from people that are in Wuhan, China, saying what China's reporting is bullshit and there's more cases than there really is, because they said the incinerators have been going nonstop for weeks. So like the death tolls and the people sick, they said it's not. They said it's full of crap. They said China is not. China is not properly or not legitimately reporting the correct numbers. And I can understand why they would do that, but it's so deceitful, but I can understand why. Because the whole world's going, you caused this, you're in trouble. And they're going, hey, we got this thing under control, which they really don't. Because they're going to cause another outbreak. So what I hope, I know it sounds stupid, I hope they shut all the country borders of every country to help stop the spread. Like people that are, once they get it in control in your country, don't just reopen it to the world. Keep it shut down for a little bit. That's all. Just do that, man. And trust me, right off the bat, it's the time to go to Disney, Universal, and stuff like that, too. Because they're not going to be that busy. People from all over the world are not going to be going to Disney. It's only going to be the diehards that are going. That's it. Most people, the average person, is not going to a theme park. The average person is not going, hey, what's up, Rough for Comicos? The average person is not going to go to the movie theater. Think about that. Only the most of us crazy, sick in the head people are going to do that. Think about that. That's what's going to happen. That is what's going to happen. All right, I'm going to go check the other... Hey, give me a second. I want to go back and I want to try and find something cool on the trans world. Oh, there's Daffy. Daffy's there. Dark Attractions and Funhouse Enthusiast. What's Days of the Living Dead? There's a video. Oh, it's a movie. I don't care about that. No offense. Oh, wait, it's productions. Wait, what is this? From behind the scenes. That's a crazy looking zombie. So let me go there. What is on their website? It doesn't exist. They must have the wrong... Either that or something's messed up. I don't know. I don't know. It just looks bad. All right. Oh, wait. Where? Oh, I think this is the company that I was taking pictures at IAPA. Yeah, it is. And there's some stuff that I really want to buy from them. Once I can freely spend money again. But they got the ice cream cart that jumps out. What's this toxic gas unit? Oh, you know what? I remember that. Okay, that's not as fun as I thought it was going to be. What else they got? Mine cart with miner. Oh, they got a bunch of stuff that I didn't see. That's cool. Yeah, there's a lot of crazy stuff that you can get, and they have a what is that? Cannibals Catch. Oh, hands, body parts, stuff like that. They do have the crematorium that I kind of want. It looks like, but I can't. They don't show it. But regardless, that's. But if you go to that link. Yeah, we're gonna be getting out of here soon in a few, myself. And we'll be playing. Yeah, we're gonna try the open thing. My other room is pretty much right now ready to go. I'm in talks with I think the first guest. I'm not exactly sure yet, but I think the first guest on the podcast, we're gonna do Skype recorded podcast. Is gonna be Ellie Mae. Ellie Mae is like, hey, Ellie Mae will be in character. I'll warn you right away that I know a lot of people are like, oh God, and I gotta say, none of you guys know who Ellie Mae is, just beyond the characters and stuff. He is a really great, awesome dude. He's the buildings manager for Fairtown, and so we're gonna get Ellie Mae twice. One as Ellie Mae, and one as him. You're gonna get the character, which is good. I mean, that's really a great way to kick off the Haunapalooza podcast, honestly. And then you're gonna get him another time as just himself, as the building manager of Fairtown. And then you're gonna start seeing a lot of Fairtown actors, owner, makeup artists, stuff like that are down to do it. Also, we're going to be working with 13th World. We're going to be working with people from Factory of Terror. I'm going to talk to the people at Ravenwood. and stuff like that. I mean, for the short term, this is really the only way we can do it in this time. But I figured to get the podcast going, and then once we're back, we can have them come back in-house. You know what I mean? This is kind of just, well, I don't think, no. What you're seeing, Theme Park New England for Universal Studios, that's just a fan site doing what they call it's a predictions list. Universal hasn't come out with anything because they don't even know if they're going to do it yet. I mean, they're working on it to get it done, but nobody knows. We can go Universal. And that's going to be a topic for tomorrow. You know, but if you go, I mean, they might start doing it. Yeah, they haven't posted a thing since the last post that they made on Facebook was December 23rd. This is the 30th anniversary, and we'll see what happens. Hopefully they open. It might not. I don't know. I can't see it starting September. It could. I don't know. Don't like shoot me or anything. I don't want to be the, like they say, don't shoot the messenger. I don't, right now and we're going to talk about it. I'm going to download that fake map there. That's their predictions. These people do this all the time. They're a fan site for Halloween Horror Nights. So, what I want to do is I want to download it, go see what you think about it. And we're going to talk about that because tomorrow's Grove Show is going to be at 7 o'clock. But then the rest, so Monday, what do you call it? Starting, for the full week, Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday are all going to be at 1 o'clock. Wednesdays is going to be at 7 o'clock for the Grove Show. So tomorrow, 7 o'clock at night, we're going to do the Grove Show. So this way, the people that can't watch it during the day can participate and be part of it during the day. You know what I mean? At night. I don't want to shut out everybody. I know there's people that still got to work, and they're like, I can't watch. I'm stuck. And I get it. I'm not trying to be a douche to everybody, but I think Monday, Tuesdays, Thursday, Friday, 1 o'clock, 7 o'clock on Wednesday, that's what we're going to be. And we'll be back tomorrow night. I'm going to go take a break, go eat some lunch. I'm going to get back to editing some Fairtown, and we'll see what happens. So hopefully by Friday I have an answer of when the Fairtown movie comes out. But anyway, I'm going to get out of here. Thank you guys for watching. I will see you tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Until then, everybody, stay safe, stay healthy, and keep on coasting, y'all. Peace!